It's the 6th of November and I'm Jerusha Sukhthio-Rath. You're watching News 24 Live. Let's have a look at newspaper front pages from around the country now. We'll kick it off with the front page of The Times. Dhvani shower hour confession. Now the slightly snarky headline has got everything to do with the defence's revelations in court yesterday. Now, Shrien Dhvani's defense team led a very interesting piece of evidence. Francois van Zyl, speaking on behalf of Dhvani, said that they had spoken to an inmate who was in prison with Zola Tongo, who is the man who drove Shrien and Annie's taxi around Cape Town. And of course, he's in prison for 18 years for his part in Annie's murder. And apparently this inmate had said that Tongo had confided in him that Annie Hindocha's kidnapping was planned as a ransom plot. They were going to try and get money out of Shrien. And he also said how he was going to threaten Shrien that if money wasn't paid, they were going to tell police that Shrien Dhvani had orchestrated the entire thing. On the front page of the Cape Times, again, that story, Dhvani defense drops bombshell. On the front page of the Citizen, ANC cash woes. But also here we have a picture of Miss World. Here comes Miss Strauss, Miss South Africa, going on to compete in the Miss World Championship. And on the front page of Pretoria News, the same picture. But also a very interesting story on the front page of the Pretoria News. Defiant EFF won't plead. Now, you see a parliamentary committee has found that the EFF are guilty of all the charges levelled against them for disrupting Parliament. But much to the parliamentary committee's dismay and frustration, the EFF MPs simply refused to sit into those disciplinary hearings and are saying that any charges levelled against them will be fought in court. On the front page of Beeld, here we have a story about Steve Hofmeyr. On the front page of Die Burger, the same story about Steve Hofmeyr. Steve takes a doll to court, and if you're wondering what that's all about, we just have to go on to the front page of the Daily Dispatch to see that Hofmeyr seeks cover against Puppet. It's referring, of course, to Chester Missing and, of course, to Chester Missing's handler, that's Conrad Koch, who wrote an article about Steve Hofmeyr, calling him a white supremacist and seriously calling on Steve Hofmeyr's corporate sponsors to consider exactly what they're supporting. Steve Hofmeyr has levelled a restraining order against Conrad Koch and Chester Missing, and we'll be keeping you updated on these stories. Stay tuned to News 24 Live.